Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Things already rolling. That's a throw. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Dembele, is one of the best dribblers around. When fit, he's electric. And that alone is enough to frighten some of the best defences. He really does have the ability to win games on his own with that terrific acceleration.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Burmo. That'll be a throw-in. Diogo Dalot. And Burmo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that is a good ball. Mathias Cunha! And he's lifted it over.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. There's a sharp little ball here. Spread it left. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Manchester United have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Menu. Diogo Dalot. That's an imaginative pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cunha showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bruno Fernandes. And Burmo. Diogo Dalot. Ambitious ball here. And he welcomes it in. And he was alert to it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
That's a good foray he's making. Hangs in a cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. Burmo. Now it's Mathias Cunha. Can he get it through? Tries to play it through, and he welcomes it in. Aimed beyond the defence. Mathias Cunha. Now it's Bojan. Gets a good foot in there. He's found a way through. Bojan. It's a good, impressive jump. Bruno Fernandes. Flashes it up, getting up there! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Berbatov actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Now it's Berbatov. Nicely weighted ball. Dembele, and the finish!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Into the channel. The less said about that pass, the better.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Closing in on goal. And that pass just didn't quite work. Šeško. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. That's where it came from. And that is expertly dealt with. Bojan. Can he get on the end of this? Mikel Merino finding himself in space. And that signals the end of the first period. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a good finish. And the game has liftoff. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
That's destined for the flank. Great vision. Burmo. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, it's Dembele.
Manchester United definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Oh, that's a key interception. Bruno Fernandes.
Manchester United are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
And it's Dalot. Can he get onto this? That is good alertness. Edmilson. Dembele is in a really good position out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Here comes the cross. He's had a shot! And there's a goal. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pulls it back. Spread out to the left. Opts for safety. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Zanetti. And here's Bojan. Merino. Fabian Ruiz. Look at this. Hits a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Manchester United with the lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, it's Dembele. And he's managed to get free. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And he shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Bojan. Zanetti. And he's whipped it across. Defending of the desperate variety.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Burmo. Šeško. That has ended up in no man's land. Manchester United are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
And it's and a chance! It's a goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like...
He'll try from distance! Superb from Šeško! He's got himself an absolute peach.
Manchester United.
And what a climax we have here! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
And the number on the board is 3. And we're done. Manchester United.
Constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.